fellow string pickers. Run to the noise. Let's go!
Are you really gonna look at this cute face and not subscribe?
Well, hello, string pickers. Welcome back to the String Pickers channel here at My Obscene Studio. And today's episode...
He's working on this thing again.
That's right, string pickers. Just like Billy said, we've got one final thing to do to this guitar before it is completely finished. And that is we are going to Tru Oil this neck. I'm going to take this neck off of this guitar today. It'll be fairly simple because there's split top tuners on it. So all I've got to do is take these strings loose, just pop them out, and take this hardware off the neck here, and we're going to Tru Oil this thing and get a lustrous shine to it. String pickers, if this is your first time here, I would just like to invite you to
Like and subscribe, by the way.
Yeah, this has been a journey. This guitar was in a playlist just before the Grote GT150, GP150, I think. And we've done a lot of stuff to this guitar. We have successfully turned it into a guitar that has given me the tone that I was looking for out of my dear friend Donnie's guitar that he had way back in the day when I was a teenager, and I just thought that it was the most boring guitar I'd ever seen in my life. And then he plugged it in and he played it, and when he played it, I just absolutely fell in love with that tone, and I've chased it for years. So finally come across this, done a few things to it. Big huge shout out to my brother John over at Smoke Eater. Holy crap, gotta stop doing that, man. Over at Smoke Eater Guitars for sending over these pickups for this guitar. These are Jimi Hendrix signature single coils here. Bad to the bone, man. I mean, really sounding good. Also replaced all of the potentiometers in here, dropped in an orange drop capacitor in here, and we've done a lot. We've put a pure tone output jack in it. We have put in some 1960s style split top tuners, some roller style string trees. This thing, guys, I'm just going to tell you, I've been having a lot of fun with this, but there is a problem. The more I play it, the dirtier this gets. That's right, string pickers. When I play this guitar, I have had to clean several times just over the last few days where my finger gunk gets on the fretboard, and I am so afraid that it's going to sink into the wood and change the color. And I remember Donnie's guitar having like a poly or lacquer finish on it. It was a really shiny fretboard and neck, and I kind of want that. Number one, because I want this to be as close as possible to the guitar that he had back in the day. And number two, if that happens, I want it to be easily cleaned off and not to get into the wood to where I have to sand every time until there's no neck left to get it to come off of there. So that's what we're going to do today. We are going to take this thing apart and we are going to fix the problem with this unfinished neck. So you guys, this is going to be a several day process. So I'm going to walk you through what I'm going to do first on this. We're going to put a coat on it, and then I am going to speed through with the brilliant technology of time lapse the rest of the coats that I put on there. I'm thinking I'm probably going to put about 10 coats on it. I want it really, really good and sealed, and I want to buff it out to a really good shine. So I'm thinking probably 10 coats on there, and then I'm going to stop there and buff it out, put everything back together, and that'll be completely done. I have named it Jimmy. Of course, I told you this in the series for obvious reasons. You get it? You get it now? That's right. Jimi Hendrix pickups. Jimi Hendrix played a guitar just like this. Jimi Hendrix, I believe, was one of the main influences why my good friend Donnie, who passed away a couple of years ago, had bought that guitar back in '88. It was a 1985, the best of my recollection, USA made Fender Stratocaster. And he saved up for that for a while. And he was so proud of that guitar. I wasn't really crazy about it, but man, when he plugged it in, I was like, oh wow, that is, and it's haunted me for years, that tone has. Every time he played a live show and he had that guitar, I was mesmerized, just mesmerized watching him play. So let's get on the bench over here and get to work on this thing. How about it?
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Well, hello there. Okay, let's get this set up. Break out my neck rest here, which, by the way, John, brother, this is like one of my favorite tools to have. I love this neck rest. This, kudos to you, brother. That is absolutely fantastic neck rest. I love that. You can set the guitar on its side here. You can lay it flat here. You can put it up at an angle here. It's amazing. I appreciate you so much. You just don't even know. Let's see here. Okay, got that out. Let's get our cork blocks out here, set those up. I am changing this mat. This mat will be gone. Big shout out once again to Chris at BCG 5150 because I got me one of the Diodario ones that he got. They have those on Amazon. The link will be in the description of this video, and then there will be a link in the description of the next video too, where you will see that mat on this workbench. This here is my old gun cleaning mat where I clean out my rifles and handguns and stuff. This is what I use for that. But however, I am going to keep this to put over the Diodario mat when I do that, when I clean out my pew-pews. So the first thing we are going to do is we're going to take our strap off here. That's another thing. I wish I could find the strap that Donnie used on his. He had a really cool strap on his. It was black with big silver things all the way up. You guys see, look at the picture. You see the picture? That strap right there, that's Donnie with his guitar, and that's the strap that he had. I cannot find those anywhere. One day I will, but until then, this is a pretty cool strap, and it matches pretty good. So, let's get our neck wrap off. I'm going to lay this to the side. Let's loosen these strings up. Oh, well, first thing we're going to do is we are going to put something under this bridge right here because it is in a floating position. And I just have to say that that bridge does exceptionally well. I have used that bridge a bunch, and it does really good about holding tune. So I'm really surprised with just how well it is doing. So I'm going to take just a few business cards here. I have I need to use these, but for right now we're just going to use them as stoppers on this bridge. And that way, when I loosen the strings, the bridge back here will rest against these little business cards. This is the beauty of split top tuners right here. And just lift that out just like that. I absolutely love split top tuners. I love the locking tuners as well because of fast string changes. Those are really awesome, but split top tuners are probably my favorite if you get a good set. If you get these modern sets, most of the time they're not all that great, but for the most part, this set is an older set and they do really good. Yeah, say hi. Say hi to everybody. Come on, say hi. Say hi. You interrupted. You have to say hi.
Hello.
That's better than nothing. Oh, my wife, string pickers. She is something. So in order to sand, I am going to go with probably 1,000 grit. Okay, so now let's pop out these ferrules. A little Fred hammer here. These fit in here pretty tight. That's the reason why I just come from the back. Bare neck, ladies and gentlemen, a bare neck. So now we're going to start the Tru Oil process. Got our shop towels out here. We're going to lay a shop towel down to do this on.
Cold in the air, strings in my hands, road-worn cases across the...
Now guys, I am going to be going through this process every couple of hours or more till I get about 10 coats on there. I'm going to dispose of this properly along with these instead of forgetting and leaving them in my trash can down here. So what you guys are going to be set up over the next minute or so is going to be time lapses of every coat, and then I will come back afterwards and show you the results of this guitar neck once it is sealed up.
And from ridgeline shadows to the break of dawn, every note I fix keeps the fire on. You were there when the lights burn low, every comment, every show. I hear your voices in the undertow. We rise, we ride. Let's go! Fixing broken dreams in the pouring rain. I tune the chaos, I chase the tone from shattered frets to a granite throne. Backstage whispers, cables like veins, pulse of the crowd in electric chains. But I don't stand here alone tonight. You're the voltage in every light, every view, every shout in the stream. You turn a side job into a dream. So when the storm rolls in, I hear you scream, come on, we're on a shot. Let's go, crank it louder than the sky. Come on, hear the echoes multiply. We're on the mountain again, where the amps ignite. If you're screaming, we won't fade out of sight. Let's go, every riff cuts through the cold. Come on, let the story be told. We're on the mountain again, with a fire to show. For every single one of you, we'll never arrive. Come on, break it down, feel the ground shake. Let's go.
Okay, string pickers, we have 10 coats of Tru Oil put on this neck. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to buff this down and get it as smooth as possible. And then we are going to put a new product on this neck. So we're going to start on the headstock first. Okay, and the product that we are trying is going to be the Meguiar's Cleaner Wax. I did do a sample spot on the Grote guitar, and the Grote guitar done really well. It's got Tru Oil on the neck and shined it up really good. So we are going to do the back of this headstock. You know what? I think that what I'm going to do is just go ahead and do the front of the headstock and go from there. Also, I'm not sure yet if I want to fill these holes. I do have those roller string trees, so I may just leave those because Donnie's guitar didn't have the string bar on it, so I may just leave those roller string trees in there. The one thing that old Jimmy is teaching me for sure is patience, because I wanted this thing back together 10 minutes after I had the neck took off of it. This guitar is fantastic, just an awesome guitar, and I do really love this guitar. It's just plays great, sounds amazing, but I want it to be an accurate as possible tribute to Donnie's guitar. So in order to do that, we need a very shiny fretboard and neck. So I'm going to let this dry now, and then we're going to come back and we're going to wipe this wax off of here and see what kind of shine we get out of this puppy.
One eternity later.
Okay, guys, thought I hit record. I didn't. This is the backside after the Meguiar's wax being put on there. Surprisingly smooth. Just unbelievably smooth. It really brought the shine out even more, even down on the heel here. But I put some back on the front side again. I don't think that I let it dry long enough the first time, so we're going to go ahead and buff this and see what kind of results we get, because this has been on here for about 45 minutes. So let's see what it'll do. Oh yeah, that's where it's at. Look at the shine on that. Okay, guys, that I think is going to do it for, look at that. That just reminds me of Donnie's neck on his guitar. Just that beautiful shine on it. Yeah, that'll do it. That will do it.
Let's go!
Holy crap, this has been a long one. Guys, Jimmy is finished. I think that I have successfully got this as close as it could possibly get to the Fender Strat that Donnie had when I was a wee little whippersnapper. We have the neck Tru Oil, and we have Meguiar's wax on it. We got the back Tru Oil. It is shining. It looks great. And the big plus is it does not feel sticky at all. That's the one thing that I was kind of iffy about. I didn't really know if putting the wax stuff on there would make it sticky if my hands got sweaty, but it is just smooth as silk. But yeah, man, this has been a very long time coming. A very long time coming. Do I know that this guitar is not a 1985 Fender Stratocaster? Yeah, I do. I know it's not. I know it says Squire right here. I know that there is a missing fret down here. But internally and playability and tone just takes me back. Every time I play this, it just takes me back to when I was a teenager, and it makes me feel young again. Just hearing that tone that I've chased for decades and decades. Donnie, brother, I know you're not here with us anymore. And I pray that you're in a better place. I also know that if you were here, that this would bring a smile to your face. That you would sit down for hours with me and you just pick this guitar. So guys, this one is going to live in my collection. This one's going to stay with me for a very long time. I have absolutely wore this thing out. I've just trying so much stuff with it, building rigs for it with the head rush, with the Spark 40. It's a great guitar. Shout outs as of right now, a big, huge thank you to John from Smoke Eater Guitars. This is his channel right here. You guys go check him out. You'll never ever meet a nicer guy. And he's just amazing. For the tips that he gave me with this guitar, for the pickups that he sent me for this guitar, and all of the other stuff that he sent me too. John, thank you, brother, from the bottom of my heart. Also to Brant from Tonejager, have talked a lot about this guitar. Also Chris at BCG 5150. A big, huge thank you just in general to the pit crew. I have shared videos with the pit crew, which I am now a member of. That would be KC1. Everybody else, 0. I'm just kidding. Now, those guys are great. They invited me in with open arms, and they allowed me to be a part of just a very, very great group to be in. We share ideas with each other, and we help out other people in the community, and they're a great bunch of guys. Just an awesome bunch of guys. So big shout out to the pit crew, Ted Talks Guitars and Live, Chris at BCG 5150, J-Man from J-Man's Gear Cave, also John from Smoke Eater Guitars, Brant from Tonejager. You guys are amazing. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And you guys out there, I appreciate you as well. I just want to say thank you, because without this channel, without having the drive to do some of the things, to fulfill some of the ideas that I have in my head, this would have never been done. It just would have never been done. I have had this in my head for 40 years, just constantly searching for that tone, and I finally accomplished it. Have I found all the tones? Have I found the mother tone? No, I've not. I have found several tones that I've settled on and built rigs for, but there's always a different sound that I'm searching for. So to Chris from BCG 5150, who said a while back, once I started sharing something with him about an experiment that I have coming up, he told me that he said to himself, I know now that Casey must feel just like Eddie Van Halen. Well, it's a curse, brother. I told you then, I'm telling you now, it's a curse. Forever chasing that tone. But I caught this one. I caught it. And I just want to thank everyone out there for it. This is a great, great tribute guitar. I enjoy playing this guitar, and I feel like that Donnie can live on every time I play a note on this thing. So, with that being said, I pray that you and yours are having the most blessed day ever. And I pray that God is with you all. Until next time, ladies.